what is up, gang? Look, our cameras are working, the music is working, and we're all here hanging out with you. Thanks for jumping into the stream. It's exciting. This is our 50th episode, and if it
Holy
wasn't,
moly,
what?
that's cool.
Yeah, right. Pat yourselves on the back, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for fucking almost a year. Maybe longer.
Yeah.
Technically 52 is a year, so you guys will see that, and we'll do something for our year anniversary per se, our 50th episode. We should get something together. So I'll run a poll sometime this week and see what you guys are feeling. We could do another. I mean, it's going to be a charity stream if we do anything special. That being said, we could do another collab, but we have some ideas about bringing in some new talent, whether that be on the couch or in the chair. So we'll see what goes on with that. Either way, thanks for kicking it with us for so long, and be sure to check out our QR code. We got the homies Mates of Fates, Beyond the Review podcast, TT Tomes, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram. If you're not already following us there, feel free. We share memes and we try to, engage with the community here and there. I think our Discord link is in there as well, so have fun with that. And as always, check out Dice Legion Dice. We have a coupon code in there for 10% off, so be sure to use that. And with that, I think we've gone over all the hullabaloo and housekeeping, so now it's time to get on to the front range and see what's going down. Because last time, in Elbren, under the Dreamer's Flame, our adventurers found themselves with a new friend, Lucian Tystragar, who claims to be from a family of monster hunters descended from the Dreamers themselves, out in the Moor of Dead Men. They took some time investigating the area, and with some luck and talent, they happened upon Garalanga, the Green Dragon's horde, where they found a cloak, gold, gems, and a mysterious mirror where everyone but Ersid could be seen in. After that, they took themselves to Tomomori to meet with the rest of Ersid's half family, where they learned a lot of different things about themselves and their newfound items, suspecting that the mirror might be something to scry with or to be scried on with, so to be careful with that. Where Kana'o, Ersid's half-sister, taught Uwasa some secrets of druidry, and where Narissa experienced a blessing from her mysterious deity and was given a steed of great power. After some instruction from Kakuzu, Ersid's father, they were pushed through the Blackbark Tangle, which is an ever-changing labyrinth, natural in nature, filled with thorn vines and just all kinds of, how should I say this, offensive flora. And as they progressed, and due to their lack of understanding of this labyrinth, they entered a cove where they met 3 different wood giants. The giant Neratar, his ghost, who is housed inside of Ersid, revealed himself, and in a series of conversations, managed to consider themselves friends with the party and the giants. In doing so, the giants took our party to a nearby Raskavan encampment that had been placed inside the Blackbark Tangle, where they decided to speak with Lachlan, Ersid's long-lost half-brother, who is, for some reason, forever young. In this conversation, which did not play out as happily as we would thought, Ersid unfortunately made an enemy of his brother and a larger enemy of the Raskavan itself.
That's what we're really good at.
And so, to try and make up for what losses they have gained, they headed to Burnwell, hiding themselves within the Black Metal Barrel, their old establishment, as they sent Lucian to deal with Big Black, the leader of Oblivion's March, the underground network of Burnwell, so they can try to get a grasp on the Midnight Carnival and get ever closer to the orb. Lucian, a very bright idea passed, to stage some sort of heist, a job for the Midnight Carnival, allowing them to get closer as clients rather than hunters. And Lucian, we'll begin with your walk back to the Black Metal Barrel. I need you to make...
Oh, good God.
What is your approach here?
Where are we?
Walking,
We're probably in the Black Metal Barrel, like upstairs.
I'm walking back from my meeting with.
Big Black.
Okay.
Just go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure,
Okay.
you're good.
Or
at
what's
that.
what's your passive actually?
17.
17. Okay.
Sure, you're good at that.
Yeah. Head on a swivel for monsters.
Okay. So you just got done talking with Big Black. You're going back to this establishment where you know your friends are being essentially hounded. What is there any like thought process to this? Are you just swaggering back, doing your thing? Are you sneaking in through the windows?
No, I'm not gonna sneak. I'm just gonna stroll in lackadaisically. I'm just here for a drink.
Okay. Go ahead and roll either deception or stealth with charisma, so you can keep a cool head, not draw attention to yourself, make it look like, you know, everything is natural and you are not a friend of our dear party Kairos.
Starting off good. 8 with a -1 modifier, so 7.
Okay. You're doing your thing. You might be sweating a little bit. This was a good idea. Your adrenaline is rushing and you're going to have yourself a drink. Probably a couple of drinks. I mean, what would a guy like you be doing at a bar besides drinking themselves drunk?
That's it.
The night goes on and you find yourself with the party. And so what is the plan? You've given Big Black some, what's the word? General information on a book with a specific location. You've been given a time frame within 6 months, I believe I said, for the Midnight Carnival to take care of said job. You put down a down payment. As far as everything goes, why wouldn't this happen? Why wouldn't this happen?
Right.
I got a quick question. So since we returned to Burnwell, did we already get our stuff that we were waiting on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did your character descriptions and everything. Oh yeah, sorry about that. No, we did that. I didn't have to recap that because you guys have already done that. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got our stuff.
Was there any kind of ruling on what kind of armor I was having, or?
I think we agreed to just let you run with the breastplate.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, so is the time frame like they can do it at any point within this time, or is it more like
At the end of 6 months.
at the end of 6 months, like in that last month they'll do it?
Probably anywhere within that time frame, pushing towards the end.
Okay. So we would have a little bit of time right here at the beginning where we wouldn't really have to be like there.
Yeah, I mean
You
that
can assume
that
as
seems
much.
reasonable.
There's a chance that it could happen, but you can assume as much
Yeah.
that this is the safest time to plan.
Okay. So, if you looked at the thing I posted in the chat, it has the months there. So, my thinking is we need to us being there, like Ersid, Narissa, and Uwasa, I don't think we want to be seen there necessarily. Just in case. Like that would be bad. So but we need to
Seen at
make
the
it
monastery.
yeah, but we need to make it look
Yeah.
like there is something there worth stealing. So maybe we could get some of the elves from Tomomori to like camp out there and look like bandits.
I guess we could, yeah. I told Big Black that it was abandoned, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if they're down.
Just
could
a
do
little
that.
extra something. Like, I mean, we can also lay traps,
Mm-hmm.
but it would, maybe make it look more reasonable. Like, why didn't you go do it?
Yeah.
So there has to be a good reason for, like, why you didn't do it.
You didn't do what?
I didn't want to die.
Why
Because
he
there's
would,
bandits
yeah,
there.
why he wouldn't go steal
Oh.
it. Like,
Yeah.
there's traps, there's bandits, whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's
Okay,
in a different
remind
place.
me.
Like you.
Lucian, when you're approaching Big Black, did you go as Lucian Tystragar, last of the Tystragar bloodline?
I guess I didn't really say then
You
that
didn't
it
say.
wasn't.
Okay, did you say that it was from your family? Remind me, what was the
No,
exact
I s-
request?
I said there's a book in an ancient monastery. I guess I didn't real. I'm having a hard time remembering because we were so loosely.
Yeah, no, I
RPing.
understand.
I didn't say it's from my old monastery. I said that to them, but not to Big Black.
Okay, that's fine.
Book in a monastery.
It could also just be that you're busy, and you don't have time to do it. Like
Yeah.
that is. I feel like that's a reasonable.
Would you have dressed
Accommodation.
up as all like a peasant, or were you like in your gear?
I think I was in my gear, but
Okay.
I just had the cape over all of my family memorabilia.
I think most importantly, I'm trying to assess how capable you look,
I look.
to Big Black. So I'm not gonna say if this is a good idea or not, but now we're clear with this information. And Ersid, I'm sorry, you were asking something before I went down that line.
No.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I mean, it could be a myriad of reasons for why you're not doing it. It's just we don't want to come out and be very obvious. It's like, well, why didn't you just do it? You look
Yeah.
capable enough to go sneak in there and do it yourself?
Sure, but I don't know. As like, I'm not gonna pretend to be a peasant to talk to Big Black because what peasant has 3,000 gold
Yeah,
to give?
no, for sure. Yeah, that's very fair.
I mean, you could have came off as a noble or something like that. I'm just more trying to see just what he would have thought, as in,
Yeah.
why aren't you doing this yourself? Why are you coming to us?
Easier. I got
It
other
is-
shit to do, and if somebody else can do this for me, why not? I got the money to spend, as
Outsourcing.
far as he's concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of just outsourcing.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough for sure as far as that goes. But yeah, we're gonna have to go to the monastery and just kind of get a lay of it.
Mhm.
You already know it, but if we can just go there and kind of look around and see what we can do with that, then what else? Because there's just a lot of time in between. I think
Well,
we're gonna
are
have
we
to go back to Tomomori to ask for possible help.
Okay.
And then when we're getting closer to the time that this is happening, we want to make sure we're like hidden.
hidden there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What do we need help with from the people from Tomomori?
Just to make it look.
Cosplaying as bandits.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think just having something there to kind of cover it and make it look like there's a reason you can't just go in.
I mean, my whole family was genocided.
Okay. How many actors do we need?
I mean, to be fair, there's a chance that there is a convoy of realists that keep tabs on this monastery, considering their ties to the Tystragar family.
It's potentially dangerous already. because of the realists.
Mm,
So
Who are
that
the
could,
realists?
Arid.
yeah, Arid's finest. Those
Oh,
fucks.
gotcha. Okay.
So potentially that is the threat. And that's why I asked for a sneaky retrieving company. To sneak past those bitches, get in, get out.
okay. Well, then I guess we just go to the monastery.
Yeah, I think
Again, it's very potential. Who's to say that they're always there? I wouldn't say that it is like. I mean, with this being the Tystragar family, no, I think we can 100% say that there's realists there.
Okay.
They wouldn't want that information getting out again.
What information?
Wouldn't you like to know?
yeah,
Oh,
so,
okay. So,
so
then-
I guess I ask, are we together again?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine we're just chatting and this comes up. So, Lucian,
Mm.
what exactly is in this book? Does it exist and what does it say?
No, the book's not real. I did it so that you guys could get after whoever the fuck you're after.
So, why
There
is
is-
it that?
There is
Uh,
a bunch of fucking books and history in there.
and why would Ered's finest
They're not
be
so
interested in that?
keen on magic. I'm sure you know.
Huh.
Why don't they burn it then?
It's a great question.
Maybe
so-
they're, not so against it, as they say.
So, if there are realists there, then that kind of changes things. Kind of changes our approach because we can't just walk up in there then.
Yeah.
Well, let's scope it out first and see. No point in just sitting here talking about what ifs.
Sure.
Okay.
I think that
goal is to
sounds
scope
reasonable.
out said monastery. How are you guys getting there?
I guess we gotta teleport out of the city and then walk.
Yeah, like which direction is this monastery? It's like east, right, from Burnwell.
It would be to your east. Let me pull it.
Where did you post that map?
It's on. It should be if you open Roll20.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering. I just wanted to look at the map and see if there's like a as close as I can get to reasonably by teleportation.
Okay. Right now, I'm trying to find the map and center it on. That's fine. I can play with that later. So you'd find it here.
Okay.
So if you want to teleport there, I mean, it should be fine. It's pretty close.
Like yeah, like if we started walking like from the gates of Burnwell, how long would it take? I guess I ask Lucian because he would know.
I mean, you also have said map to kind of deduce what it might be. Going from Burnwell. Let's see. If it's 2 days to Orin, you could probably get there in a day.
Oh, it's not that far.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then yeah, just teleport outside of the city somewhere that I have in my mind that I know is safe.
That you
Okay.
assume is safe.
Just in
I
case,
assume
go
it's
ahead
safe,
and
yeah.
roll me percentage.
Fireplane, 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 fireplane.
Oh, wow. No, that'd be
So
crazy.
what's it gonna be?
What? Well, go ahead and roll, and I'll let you know. Or as far as like the
okay.
familiarity.
Yeah, well, I
Fair.
rolled already, so.
Whoa, what is
Okay,
it?
77.
Oh,
Okay, you're fine.
we're good. No problem there. Cool.
Whew. Okay.
All right.
I'll have you know that there's no way you can roll a 77 and have any hiccups.
Well, that's true. I've seen the table.
Easy.
Yeah, so nothing to be worried about.
Okay. So we're doing it. We just teleported,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's the four of us.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no time like the present.
Let's get a move on.
So you head off, take some time, and you find sort of like a cliff face next to the beaches of Burnwell Kingdom, right in between Arid, the salty wave ocean smell sort of blustering through your noses as you look down upon this monastery. It's pretty disheveled. Despite how magnificent it looks, as you kind of take your time looking at it, you see the holes and the cracks in the foundation, just everything about it that has gone wrong over the years. And you do see a small encampment of realists, probably about three.
3 of them?
3 of them.
And how far away are we?
About how far away are you?
Yeah.
How far away would you like to be?
I think at least 300, 500 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, far enough away. They're not really like bothered with us.
Sounds good to me. So you got a good eye on them. You see a couple of rhinoceri.
Yeah, I'm not
Good
See
sure.
a
question.
couple
I
of
don't know.
rhinoceros stationed around. They're kind of using them as like beds and chairs, or just hanging out as they graze on what little land surrounds the area. But that's what you would do. You'd probably take a rest for the night. Is anyone going to stay up to keep watch on Arid, to keep watch on your situation?
Definitely.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll some perception checks, all 3 of you.
Okay.
Not bad.
25.
17.
25.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. Narissa, you definitely notice that they don't seem to take this station too seriously. Out of all the finest that you have seen, these are not the finest.
Okay, all right.
They're the
We got
least
the
finest.
okayest.
No, not the okayest. Lucian, one thing you notice, kind of keeping an eye on this, I feel like you're more of a night owl than Ersa did. I feel like Ersa gets up early. Correct me if I'm wrong. You notice
I like killing things in the night, but
Me too.
I like a good cup of tea and a nice breakfast in the morning. So yeah, I think if I don't have a task to do, I would go to bed at a reasonable time.
we have like recorded statements of you going to a cafe to start your morning. I think
Recorded. You have it on record that Erson wakes up.
it is. It's in like the first it's in the 6th episode. I bet you $1. Anyway.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you.
No, I know. I just think it's funny. So Lucian, one thing you would have noticed is that there is a 4th realist inside.
Okay.
They look a little finer than the rest of their compatriots.
Okay.
And upon dismissal, you kind of relay that information to Ersid. Ersid, you on morning watch, notice that it's only the three of them. A fourth never returns, and they switch watches in the morning.
So it's like it's different people.
Yes.
But like it's an
Okay.
entirely different group of people.
Yes.
Okay.
Still a troop of three.
But assuming that the fourth stayed inside.
Yeah. Did I see the fourth?
You never saw the
Leave.
fourth individual.
So all I have been told was from Lucian that there is a fourth. He saw him inside or something, and then I didn't ever see him.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. But you do see a watch, and I'd say, do you think you'd get close?
Well, we're still resting, or this is like now this is the morning.
This is your watch, so you can do whatever you would like to. And since it's the morning watch, you would be considered awake going forward.
No. I too many times have gone off on my own.
Okay. You don't think you would
So-
have gotten closer?
I don't think so. If I have a good view already of the three, then I'd stay there and wait.
That's fine. I'm just determining how much information and what information I can give you. So I think that would be the assessment of the situation.
So now we wake up.
Now the rest of the party
Okay.
wakes up. Yes.
So we'll disseminate all that information to everybody. That being said, Nerissa, battle plan commander, any
Right.
ideas on how we approach? I mean, we wanted to scope out the monastery, but we're 500 feet away from it. So,
I think
Do
the
we get
best course of action is to wait until they switch. During that switch, they will be less alert and we can go in. This monastery is, there is an interior, right?
Yeah.
That's where we want to go, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Once we're inside and we scope it all out, you can pick something from inside of it and we can teleport out. They never see us. When we return, we'll teleport in.
that's true.
So we're just gonna sneak past these realists.
Or, yeah, I mean, we could
Yeah, so
do some sort of distraction somewhere.
It's a large monastery, and you know it's full of holes.
For sneaking into.
So
I have,
go-
because I have
go-
my steed. If we wanted it to distract them, we could get in.
I think really actually if so here's the question. Okay, in character, sorry. Am I the one? Here's the question. Am I the one who's sneaking inside? Because I'm the one who does that, and that would be fine. But if that's the case, then realistically we should wait till dark, because I am literally, rules is written, invisible.
Rules
that
is
mean?
written by the gods.
And by the gods, yes.
I mean, I guess you could do it, but you would have to go in and come back out. I'm just saying this way, if we go in all together, we can just teleport out from the inside.
That's
even
true.
even if they do catch wind of us,
We can teleport.
we can teleport out.
And Uwasa kind of like raises her hand, and as you look down, she has like 4 sticks. One of them has sort of like a reddish color, and she points at Ersid, and she draws like a vague box. You assume is the monastery. She
I'm
takes the
following
red.
you, Uwasa.
She takes the red twig, pushes it into the monastery, and back out with a pebble. And then she kind of moves her arms, kind of like almost like a Macarena, like one hand in like a half circle. And then she moves the 4 of you inside the monastery.
We have the time for it.
To
So you sneak in, you collect
Yeah.
an object, you come back out, and then you teleport us in. And then we gotta wait, and then you can teleport us back out. But if we're
Why-
inside,
uh,
like, are they really going to find us? It's pretty big.
why is it that you will need to go inside? If I'm gonna go in and come out,
We don't need to go inside immediately, but eventually, aren't we going to?
We are going to have to. If they're sneaking inside, we're going to need to be in there. It might be nice to get a lay of it first, so that we know what we're dealing with. I mean, I guess you could always draw it out, but being there is usually better.
Yeah.
sure.
So, I mean, I know it's a little convoluted. There's a lot of steps here, but if it's the safest way, it's not like we don't have the time.
I'm just worried that I sneak in stealthily, successfully. I sneak out successfully, and then we teleport inside. Is that gonna create a noise? I mean, DM, what is that? What is the? Does it make a noise?
Teleporting?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I wouldn't say so, no.
You're right. It doesn't explicitly say anything about that.
Yeah, it doesn't
so-
say that it's
yeah.
noisy. I think it just kind of happens.
You just teleport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it might be nice to get in there and figure out, like, we've got to set up some kind of trap anyway, some sort of book. We've got to do that, so.
Yeah, right.
Do you have a fake book?
There are plenty of books in there.
Oh, okay. We'll just
We'll put one in a glass case, dust it off.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, but are we still thinking of making some type of trap?
I'm assuming so.
So
Are we gonna make these traps with
That's the
Arid
question.
here, right?
With
Or are
them
we gonna
here.
kill them?
I guess we could, but.
Kill them.
We could kill them and like
That
No, but I
would
just-
up the security in this place like crazy, though.
right, and I
So maybe
understand
not that.
No, I was just throwing out options. I don't think necessarily that that's the best idea. If we were to kill, like, we definitely could kill them because we're like that. You know what I mean? We could kill them,
Okay.
but
We
Okay.
have the capability.
So then instead we're going to
under their noses,
make traps.
Right, that's the
Yes.
thing that seems also kind of crazy to me.
It does seem crazy.
I mean, there's
Also-
a lot of simple traps you can make pretty quietly.
Sure. I'm sure there is. I'm not a trap aficionado. But this is also assuming that there's no finest inside.
Well, that's why he's going in there first.
All right, Elfman, go.
Well, we gotta wait. It's it's morning right now.
we'll yeah. Yeah, I think it
you
would
notice
just
Wasa gives you kind of a dirty look at that.
Elf man, get in there.
Sorry. Elf girl.
it's elf person.
Elf person.
Yeah.
She like draws her fingers at her eyes and points them at you and pulls them back.
I do the same thing back to her.
She puffs her cheeks and looks back off at the monastery.
Do you know how to spell human boy?
Sure.
All right, then you can.
HUMANBOY.
Wow. Okay. Very funny.
Yeah, you forgot a space.
Okay.
Anyway,
All
okay.
right.
So I guess we'll just wait.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think,
have him help.
I think
I want to write a couple of letters, but I think she's not good at spelling, so she needs someone who is. So that's why I
Word.
figured he
Okay.
probably.
So
oh,
what
you
are
weren't just
having
dissing
write?
him. Oh.
No, I wasn't. I was genuinely asking if he could spell. but also dissing him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a twofer.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you having him write?
I don't think she's having him write it. She's just asking him, like, how do you spell this? How do you spell this?
You're learning how to write? What is your goal here?
Okay, well, he can write the letter to the king of Burnwell, because I don't want to write a letter to the king of Burnwell.
Okay.
But I just want to ask him, like, because I know it's going to get read anyway by someone that's not him. So I don't want to, like, get out too much information, but just be like, hey, should we say it's us? It's not, like, illegal to send him a letter, but I just hey, it's Kairos. Any updates on anything? Just very vague. Because I want to know about Arid, but if they're like occupying it, I don't want that to like catch any attention. Just like
They're not fully occupied at this point in
Okay.
time.
Then I would
but
just-
King Iltar has not returned.
okay, that's fine because I can
Okay.
send it to Weisgard.
That's fine.
So I'd be like, just hey, how are things between like Burnwell and Arid? Like, I just want to know about the war and if it's like progressing or what's going on. If he's learned any information.
Yeah, or what's the tension like?
Yeah, what's the deal and how are things going?
Okay, so with that, I would like to be clear that Caxlin will most likely stay in Weisgard until they have received a return letter or have been told to return, since there is no return address.
Yeah, after I describe the second letter, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with him. Second one, I'm gonna write to Sallow and be like, hey, smiley face or whatever the fuck.
Damn.
Sorry that I haven't like sent you anything. Been really busy out here. Found something that you might be interested in, and I'll just draw the shape of the key
Okay.
and not write it down explicitly. Don't know if you want to like get that or if you want me to hold on to it. And then I'll just be like, there's like a lot of information that we're coming into that I don't want to write over a letter.
You're saying that?
Yeah. Just in case. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, there's a lot of stuff with like the Raskavan, but I don't want to like put that in the letter.
But you're saying that there's things I don't want to put in the letter.
I don't know.
I
what
just
the-
want to know if that's what you're saying. I just want to know
Yeah, is
the
that what's being
contents
written?
of the missive.
Are you writing? There's a lot of information I don't want to say.
There's a lot of information
That would best be
that would
discussed in person.
Yes. Okay, that would best be discussed in person, so I'm not going to write it in the letter.
Okay.
And then
My hand is too tired.
it would be like, yeah, it would be a really long letter. It would take too long, like
Sure.
that kind of thing. And
No,
then
I get it.
I'll give them to the bird and I will speak with animals and I will tell him to go to Tomomori when he's done delivering them.
So you don't want them to come back to you.
No, he can, if he gets return letters, he can just take them to Tomomori.
Okay, understood. I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check for your second letter.
Okay. And I'll also be like, if you need to reach me, send a letter to Tomomori.
Okay. On both letters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Persuasion check. Come on. No. 9?
Okay, understood. Okay, Caxlin, goes off with his letters.
Okay, I guess I would tell him, like, I don't know if it's possible, because, like, I'm speaking with animals, but, like, bring this letter to the shirtless guy with blonde hair, specifically. If you can't find him, that's fine, but if you can see him, bring it to him specifically.
They just kind of look at you and give the closest thing that a crow could do to a shrug as they fly off. And they sort of circle around Uwasa and they give it a pat on its head before they fly off.
Okay. Well, cross your fingers.
Okay, awesome. Make sure you write that down so I can come back to that. Okay, so time has passed. And so what was Lucian there for? To help you write the letters?
Yeah, to help me write the
help
letters.
you write
Yep.
them.
He checked my spelling. He made made sure my grammar was fine. So how do you spell this?
Okay, so go ahead and roll a flat intelligence check.
Me or her?
You can use intelligence or wisdom to teach. Are these being written in common?
Yeah.
Then you guys can both add your proficiency.
Ouch.
Actually, since this is a grammar and spell check, it's got to be intelligence from both of you.
Okay. What? This is the good roll for why? I can add my proficiency?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are proficient in these languages.
21.
22.
Okay. Lucian, you're a good teacher. And Narissa, you're a good learner.
All right.
Okay, awesome. I don't know if you're good at writing all in all yet, but you've made some extensive progress here. Ersid, you are essentially invisible to anyone who needs dark vision to see you. Are you going to stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
28.
Okay, awesome. You are kicking it. I'm trying to think. No. So you get in without a hassle. You see this monastery, and you even see under the moonlight and stars that sift through the openings within the ceiling of this still beautiful piece of architecture. The remnants of what used to be a great library, it looks like. You do see piles of ash that you can only assume were left by burnt pages. Some books still standing, some books burnt throughout their cover where only some of the pages inside still hold text. Others entirely fine. As you go, you see about 3 or 4 floors, a few hallways, and there's a basement level that you can see stairs to what is your main goal inside the monastery.
I know it's big, but if I'm feeling pretty sneaky, I want to see if I can
Sneak around.
hear or see if the other finest is inside the monastery. And then second objective would be to find a small item to put into my pouch of teleportation.
Okay. So I'm just gonna give you both of these. I don't think you need to roll, especially for the item. You don't hear anything. Actually, you know what? I'll give you this. So you find an interesting book that has survived the flames that have scarred the inside of the monastery. It's roughly 3 by 3 inches, almost perfectly square. And it seems to be a little book that talks about a princess who was trapped in a foreign land by war, and it's her writings of how she would like to escape. But it's small enough to fit in your bag comfortably.
Okay.
I do want a survival check regarding the tracking or checking of this arid soldier.
You got it. 28.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. No sign of a fourth individual. But what you do find as you venture into the underbelly of this monastery is a cavern. The basement itself is made out of a pretty strong stone. You can still see scuffs and burns from fire that has taken light in the underfloors of this monastery, but none of that, all of that seems right. There's pedestals, there's rooms, but in the back of the monastery towards what you would consider the north is a cavern digging into the earth.
A cavern, you say, not a tunnel.
A tunnel. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me
Well,
see
I'm
if I
just
can
trying to
use this.
visualize.
Yeah, no, a tunnel.
Okay. Well, if I'm pretty sure that no one is around, I will continue stealthily and I will go in a little bit to the tunnel.
Okay, what are you hoping to find in the tunnel? Just tracks, or are you still tracking the arid soldier?
I'm looking for tracks, for signs of recent life. And also, I want to see, like, in which direction this tunnel continues. Does it continue to go north? And if so, where did I come in from? Like, where is the rest of the party in relation to the monastery? Are they south? Are they north? Does this tunnel go towards them? Does it go away from them?
Okay,
I'm trying to determine if this tunnel can be used to sneak in and out.
okay, understood. That would take an extensive search of the tunnel. So I don't know how much of that information I can give you, but go ahead and roll nature for me.
17.
Okay. Right away you understand that the party is west of the monastery. And so that would keep its trajectory as you venture into this tunnel. You get deeper and deeper and you start to see paths, not just the one tunnel, but it starts to advance and evolve in its architecture. And one thing I will give you is that the eastern portion that you kind of delve into is not as nearly, what's the word? It's not as advanced, it's not as serious, and it is very much new in comparison.
Like the other paths have cobblestone of some sort to walk on, and this is like mud? Like, is that what you mean?
The eastern paths are very fresh. They look very rudimentary when it comes to the skill, whereas the western paths, you would say, are obviously going lower, and they're wrought with a certain skill, refined with a certain skill that you have never seen, as they use the land, the dirt and earth underneath this monastery, just as well as stone, cobblestone, marble, whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the basement area where this tunnel began. And where did I actually get that book? Because now I'm thinking I should just teleport everyone directly into this basement. It's probably the most secure. So if I didn't get that book from this basement, then I would pick something from this basement.
So, a lot of things have been particular with your teleportation, most specifically, Senkali's room in the Moor of Dead Men. You understand that with your power, if you wanted to go back to the Black Metal Barrel, it wouldn't be specifically to the War Room. You can kind of choose, and you have that same flexibility with this book.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And then in that case, I think I've seen as much as I can do on my own. So I'm going to now try to sneak out and meet
Stealth.
up with the party. Yeah. Wait, you want me to roll again?
Yes, you're leaving.
Okay.
Unless you're teleporting out.
No.
Okay.
16. And I'm invisible to those who need dark vision. And, I was thinking about that because it's very specific in the wording, right? If you rely on dark vision, I'm invisible. But
Yeah.
if you don't have dark vision, you can't see me anyway because it's dark.
Yeah.
Blind sight, tremor sense, true sight.
Well,
Devil's
yeah,
Sight.
no, those things for sure. But like, if you're just a guy and you don't have dark vision and you don't have any of those, you also just can't see me.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
The guards are going to be on watch, so we're not going to use their passive. I'm going to roll for them.
Really good.
I take pride in the fact that I rolled a 5 and I get a 16.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So as you exit the monastery, you see one of the Arid guards standing right at the door. And they walk in, and within a hair's breadth, they just manage to pass you. You are safe.
I exhale, and then he's like, huh? Yeah.
Ghosts in here.
Must have been the rats.
You make
Okay.
it back to the party.
Whew. Okay. So I come up to you guys, and I tell you everything I found. There's a big basement, and there's, Lucian, did you know about this? There's a huge, intricate tunnel system in the basement of this monastery.
Is that new?
You know nothing about a tunnel system.
Never heard about it.
Great. So it was quite big. So I decided that if I were to explore it on my own, it would take too long. So I checked out a bit of it, but to my knowledge, I could not find the fourth person, the fourth guard in the monastery, and I looked for him. So, it's possible that he comes in and out through the tunnel. So, I think we should teleport to the basement where the tunnel is.
Sure.
And, if we teleport there and we just so happen to teleport and he's there,
We kill him in the basement.
then we kill him in the basement.
I suppose.
If it comes
Other
down
than
to
that, yeah, if it comes down to that. So, do we want to go right now? Because I can do it. I have a fresh charge.
Yeah, and it charges at dawn?
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
Then yeah, because it's night right now.
So you want to scope
Yeah.
it out, and then in the morning,
We can teleport out.
pour it out.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you all teleport in.
Click,
Time
click,
turner,
click.
and you show up in this dusty basement. And Lucian, you get glimpses. It's almost like a flashback of you training in the depths of this monastery, as your commander sort of takes you through a sword routine, and he'll read with you times here as you learn more about the magic that will dismiss the undead and fiends that plague the land. But you are down here. What is the goal?
We gotta. If you want to figure out where the tunnels are or where they go, we can do that. But do you know where those ones go? The old ones?
Those tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about them.
He didn't know about any of these tunnels. Any of them. Even the new ones or the old ones.
We can
know-
explore them a little bit if you want.
We could. I was also thinking that we could just put the book, the item, here in the basement. Because it seems like a pretty good enclosed area. We want to get the jump on them. And there's all sorts of, rooms and tunnel and hallways upstairs that they,
Mm-hmm. I think you're right, yeah. We put the book down here in
Wherever.
the basement.
Should we check out the tunnels?
Yeah, I guess we should.
Yeah, we should know where they go.
You want this book to look important.
Yeah.
What are you doing to make that happen? Are you going to
there-
do that now?
We gonna set it up now, or we gonna set it up when we come back?
No, let's set it up when we come back.
Then let's do the tunnels first.
You guys want to? How far are you willing to go into these tunnels? What is just as far as you can?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So Airshid points out the eastern half looks a lot smaller, less advanced, less intricate than the western side, which develops into a not exactly a maze, but a series of paths. You all notice that these paths descend deeper into the earth of Elbrun.
I don't know.
You
Alright,
get
guys,
extremely
let's
far.
split up.
Yeah, let's split up.
Are you guys splitting up?
No.
Oh.
All right, gang.
Sorry, I cut you off with my dumb joke.
Oh, you're fine. It was funny.
Just fucking.
I'm just trying to
Explore.
think of your approach here, because as you get further and further and further down, you start to see sort of like bioluminescent, or not bioluminescent, but like luminescent stone peeking through the surrounding earth. And in this select path, you run into a wall. Who has dark vision?
Just not him.
Yeah,
Okay.
just not me.
Okay.
Some fucking monster hunter.
There's writing on the wall as everything goes to shit.
Yeah. As the writing on the wall shows we're dead.
Not a lot. Not even like a full stanza. It looks like a very succinct set of phrases. You see three sort of broken up, what you can assume to be like words or collections of just a couple of words. What languages do you, I guess the three of you speak? I'll check on Uwasa.
I speak Elvish, Giant, Orc, Sylvan, and Undercommon, and Thieves can't.
Thieves can't be written.
Okay.
Where is that again?
Your languages?
Abyssal, common, draconic.
Abyssal, celestial, common, and undercommon.
Okay, but you can't see.
No.
Okay. Airsid, you recognize this as Undercommon.
Right. So, can I read it?
As far as what you see here, you do not know what these words say. They are nouns that do not exist on the surface world.
Huh. So, like, it's definitely Undercommon. I just don't know these words.
Yes.
So, it would be like if I was reading English and I read a bunch of words that I don't know.
It'd be kind of like, I don't know, because I don't want Undercommon to be like Spanish or French where you would see it in the same like Greek alphabet. I think you might see it in something a little less familiar, maybe like Russian.
Is it typically written in that? Like,
Yeah, that's
Is
the type of script it would be. Like there is parts of it that clearly resemble English, but then there's letters in there that do not exist in our lexicon.
but like normally.
Right.
Like, that I normally would be able to read. I just don't know these words.
Exactly.
Okay. So, like, I can pronounce these words, but I don't know what they are.
Correct. And so,
Okay,
I
so-
can get you a list of words if you want to kind of like look through the monastery or do some research on them.
Yeah, I would like, or at least I'll write them down.
Okay. So let's see. You would want Ooh, this is gonna be rough. I'm just gonna send them to you because even trying to pronounce them or tell you, I can tell you the English spelling.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, you want Niz
Uh-huh.
HNI Y.
This is one word.
Yes.
HNI
YE
YE
PUTI.
PUTI. Okay.
And PUTI is a second word, excuse me.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll just copy them all to the clipboard. You would see the second kind of breaking down would be KHV
Uh-huh.
ALIT
Yeah.
apostrophe
Yeah.
and then a second word.
So, okay.
It would be LOTA
Uh-huh.
HI.
Okay. Is that it?
There is a third one. PAUKI.
Sorry. NUKI?
PA.
Sorry. NUKIPA.
No NUKI.
Okay, start over.
PAUKI.
PAUKI.
Gang. ZA.
ZA.
PRE.
PRE.
DE.
PE.
DE.
Duck Echo.
Thank you.
Duck Echo, yeah.
Lima Alpha Motel Igloo.
Lima Alpha Motel Igloo. Okay.
Okay, and that's it.
That's all one word. Alkizapredelami.
Space between the I and the Z, space between the A and the P.
I and then Z. So Pauki and then Za and then Predelami.
Correct.
Okay. It does actually sound like Russian. And I was typing this into my Google because I will do that sometimes to just have something quick to write down. And it was pulling up Cyrillic. It was pulling up like Russian letters.
Wonder
So
why
that's-
that is.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
The veil
Alright.
has come back a little bit. Okay.
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 Okay. So I pronounce these words to the party, and I say that it says this. I say that it says Nizhniye puti chvalit lotahi pauki za predelami.
When he's saying it, does it sound like Undercommon to my ears?
Yes.
But it doesn't mean anything.
Does it mean
Both
anything
of
to
you
you?
can roll history at disadvantage.
You know, I took a Russian class in college.
Actually, let me think. I'm glad. Yeah, go ahead and roll history. Yeah, disadvantage.
Oh, for both of us?
Yes.
Okay. Boy, what did you get?
16.
That's good. I got 0.
Dang.
Boy, what did you
One thing you guys notice is that this is like an older dialect. But upon hearing these words, Lucian, you kind of take your understanding of Undercommon and extrapolate. And the only thing that really like solidifies, I'll give you one word from each phrase.
Okay.
First word in the first phrase is lower.
Nizhniye.
Second word in the second stanza
Set.
there we go, is praise.
Lotahi. Praise.
And the first word of the last set is spiders.
Hmm.
So you tell us that?
Yeah.
Great.
Spiders. Why does it have to always be spiders?
Why couldn't it have been follow the butterflies? Praise the butterflies. Lower, and then there's 2 more words in the first.
The only one that has 3 words would be the final stanza. It's the final set.
So lower something, praise something,
Spider
something,
something.
something.
Yeah.
It's just a wall?
It's just a wall.
I push on it?
Doesn't budge.
Does it feel like there's a seam anywhere?
No.
If I feel around on the edges of the cavern, nothing?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well,
Let's go back and look at the others.
yeah, let's go back and look at the others. We wrote it down.
Yeah, we wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you are looking at like the other paths.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
mind you, it probably took you about 2-ish hours to get to this door.
Okay, so 2 hours back, so 4 hours.
Oh my
and
God,
we're back
2
at the
hours
start of the
back.
tunnels.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. You
So,
know,
so like,
You guys can do like one more door.
should we just do the other tunnel, the one that was like recently made? If we figure
Yeah.
this one also just goes down and has some cryptic door, then it's not like.
no, I agree. Let's do the other one, the less developed tunnel.
Okay, and as you go down, this doesn't spring off in the paths. There's a couple of like caverns, using the word correctly this time, that have been carved out, that look like stay spaces. You see places for sconces that were kind of just quickly put up. You see like a pit for like fire. You see occasionally like desks here and there, depending on which cavern you're in. And overall, you keep getting deeper and deeper in. And
Is there a discernible end
no,
at any point? It just is still going.
but what you do discern is there's a fire burning in a cavern ahead of you.
Hmm.
And I imagine I'm leading this little brigade, and I throw my hand up.
I walk into it.
Bonk.
And I guess, gosh, I don't have my snakes out.
Just
I assume I can see the light burning in the distance.
Yeah, I mean, you guys all see it.
I just look
Yeah.
at him.
you could
I can put it
just
together.
get a little closer. It's probably Arid.
Yeah, probably. It's
So-
probably that 4th fuck.
Yeah.
Should we kill him?
Not if we can help it. I think is the way to go. When has killing someone ever done us any good, bro?
Always.
When you killed that Raskavan leader, when
She just gets a really like her eyebrows keep raising. So like 1 out of
Yeah.
like what, 7? That's not great odds. Let's try not to kill this guy, okay? Just go up and look and see if it's the Arid soldier. We just go back. Obviously,
Okay,
then this is a tunnel, maybe to Arid, which actually would
Could
be
be
good
beneficial.
information.
yeah, yeah, I will try and stealth and try and get a visual on a possible target.
Go ahead and stealth.
25.
Okay, awesome. You get there comfortably. And you do see an Arid soldier cooking some rations over a fire as they sort of wait.
Ah, man. I could fucking sneak attack him right now. He'd be dead, dude.
Do what you will.
Okay. That's right. It's my decision.
Got a little cane on your shoulder with bat wings.
And
Do it.
And Narissa just fucking slapping you in the head.
Oh,
Don't you
God.
do it.
That's great. Okay. I'll make my way back.
Okay.
And tell them.
Bastard.
So, Narissa, listen, I have a clear shot at him. All right, fine. Let's go back. What? We're just gonna go back?
Yeah,
Okay, let's move away from here and then we'll continue this
Okay, yeah.
conversation.
Okay, so mind you that soldier was about 5 separate caverns in, and these caverns are spaced out roughly 500 to 1,000 feet apart.
Okay.
And it's just dark. Other than the
The fire, it's just dark.
Correct.
So
Okay.
okay. Yikes.
So we get back.
We'll say you're in the basement.
My guess is that it probably doesn't lead into Arid, knowing Arid, but it could be a place where, like, it comes out closer, like on the
Yeah.
cliffside.
Yeah.
So maybe we just hold on to this for now.
Right. Really quick, I just want to say I want to be actively listening to the tunnel while we're still here.
Roll perception.
20, dirty.
What are you just listening for anything and everything, or are you looking for something particular?
I mean, I guess in my mind it would be footsteps because I'm worried like if he starts coming this way. But if I hear anything weird,
Okay.
you know.
No, for sure.
So,
Yep.
what are we going to do?
Let's find a book, one that already looks kind of nice, spruce it up, put it in something that looks important, trap it.
How do we plan on trapping it?
I mean, do you not know how to set up like a rope snare?
No, I just, you know, I've got history with, you know,
Yeah, I'm sure you
hunting.
know how to trap. I know how to
Hunt-
trap.
hunting traps, but I was just wondering how many traps do you want to make a pit? And that would be
I
or
want
not
to
a
get
pit.
a barrel of gunpowder.
I don't know about all that, Chief. I don't know
The
about-
dream is, and we'll work back from there.
Maybe we could put an anvil from the ceiling that will drop.
A piano, maybe?
All right. Acme Incorporated, no longer Kairos.
Yeah, like a snare trap.
Because we're really not able to set like a magical trap. Because in order to set an alarm trap, you would have to cast it a bunch of times in the same area. We don't have alarm. Maybe
so
you
none of us
do.
are really
You
good
might.
at spells.
Um,
You're not talking to me, are you? I can't.
you can't do alarm
No, I have like 5 spells.
for sure.
Did not take alarm.
I
Um,
just don't know how, like, because if you want to set an alarm that's longer than the 8 hours, you would have to continuously, like, enchant the area. And that's too much. So maybe, yeah, we just want to set up a couple of sort of basic traps.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking like something that we can pull back around a corner and have some sort of release.
And it.
And it swings back in,
Mhm.
Cuts them.
cuts them, stabs into them.
Okay.
Like
and
think,
then maybe
think Nom,
maybe
you know?
like
Damn.
like what?
Nom. Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Is that a? Did they do that? I guess
Guerrilla
so.
warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking like you know, like how tall is this basement?
The basement itself, probably a 15-foot ceiling.
Okay, that's tall enough. So then, like as you approach, here's the trap that I'm thinking of. As you approach the book, like there is something on the ground, and the rope catches you by the foot and drags you up.
A snare.
Yeah, a snare. Yeah, a snare trap.
Okay. So we have a snare. We have some sort of pressure activated.
Yeah, or
Lance.
like rope activated. Yeah, sort of thing that'll.
Where are you putting all these? Are you putting these all in the basement? Like what?
We gotta make sure we're not trapping the arid guy in them. So yeah, we gotta like kind of center him around the book maybe, because we don't want like if
Okay.
they might go around like disabling the traps if he gets caught in the trap.
Let's imagine this room is a pretty large room. We'll say 30 by 50 feet until you reach the stairs. There is part of the room that goes behind the stairs where there are more rooms. There are 4 rooms on each side of the room, each lateral side of the room. The space with the tunnel is blank. It used to be like a trophy wall. And then there are 2 more rooms past each side of the stair. Is that clear enough?
Well,
Yes.
yeah. So actually, it might be beneficial if we just take this book into a room. Like, the arid guy has no reason to just like
Yeah, no,
randomly
he
be
doesn't.
checking the rooms. But
Yeah.
But if there's just
our-
a shiny looking book there that he's for sure gonna move.
Yeah, like in the main area.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we shouldn't put it in the main area because he'll be like, "What's this new thing I haven't seen?" And
Yeah.
that would be bad. So he falls into like 7 traps at once.
Jeez.
Would be really funny. Just gets
I
Looney
love that.
Tunes.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter which room we pick. Like, the assignment that Midnight Carnival has is to just find this book. It's in the monastery, so they just
Yeah.
have to find it. Eventually, they will look into the room that we pick.
Yeah, that's true. So, whatever
just
room, the one
pick a
that
room.
looks least.
It doesn't matter. So so we just got one room. Okay, cool.
One room
one
least
book.
traveled by.
There are all of these traps in this one room.
No.
No.
Okay, so where are we setting the traps? And what are you doing to make this book look intriguing or like it's the right book?
Is there any book that has any kind of metal lock on it? Even like a busted ass diary.
Roll
Yeah,
roll
I'll
investigation.
help. We should look. We should all look.
You
for
can
that.
look separately.
Yeah,
I
can
don't
we
think
all
you
look
can-
separately?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
any of you have proficiency in investigation.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's a 0.
13.
I got a 12.
Lucian, I'd say you can find a book with a lock on it. It looks pretty beat up. The edges are charred. There's only so much of it that you can like read.
Is this a book? Everything falls out of it.
Never mind.
Does Uwasa have
Ye-
mending?
You said in the library there was books that are still pretty pristine.
Yes.
Are there any in there that have any sort of intricate covers or spines?
They all look quite well put together. Some of them have velvet covers. Some of them are like tipped with gold or silver. The covers themselves aren't exactly too ostentatious with like art or anything, but just looking at these, not only have they survived whatever flame has plagued this building, but they're quite, you can see the quality instantly.
Okay.
Well, it might just be alarming enough to see a really nice book in this piece of shit room in the basement.
Right. That's why I changed it from the dusty ass lock book into just a nice one.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
mending.
Well,
Okay.
Because that
do
way
you want me to-
it gives
yeah.
off the magical appearance. It has not been tarnished by all of this damage.
yeah. Do you want me to go find a book?
You can find those books quite easily. They're very stark.
Okay.
I would say there's about 5 of them in there for you guys to choose from.
The sickest looking book.
The sickest looking book.
Yep.
There's one of them that is gold with like red velvet and inlaid. It's kind of like a gold emblazone. That in the center looks to be like a flame, almost. You see.
Good for me.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a book. You guys are just gonna put this like in the room. What are you doing?
We gotta like put it on something.
Yeah, like when you open the door to this room.
No doors.
First of all, what? Oh, there's no doors. Okay, fine. So when you enter this room, is there? What is this room? Like, what does it appear to be?
They look, and Lucian would know that this is where trainees would stay while they're being trained. There's like a bucket that they can use to defecate in, and like straw to sleep in.
Gotta get rid of the bucket.
I think this is a dog shit place, if I'm honest.
They didn't.
So
they trained them in squalor to make them hardy.
So, is there any kind of like nightstand or any kind of furniture in this room?
No, this place
This place sucks. Yeah.
this place
okay.
sucks.
So we should clean it out and then find something outside and bring it into it.
That's what I was thinking. Like, find a nightstand or some kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I don't know these midnight carnival people like you guys, but you don't think that they're gonna think that this is fishy?
You know what? They can think it's fishy as long as they get inside here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, if by the time they think it's fishy, they're in the room, that's fine.
Fair enough.
Like we can just put it in the middle, but
We
like
could just put it on the ground in the middle of the room.
it really doesn't like, or we
That
can
would
leave
look-
it out. I don't know. What would you do if
is
you
there a
were
window?
them?
Is there a windowsill in there? Like,
No,
probably
this
not.
is the basement, my dude.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
it could be
think
like a window thing.
that if
This place sucks, my guy.
I was looking for an ancient tome and I was paid 3,000 gold up front for it, I don't think it would be in a training hall. But
Is there any other places here where it would make sense for it to be?
I mean, the whole monastery is like a great library. There are some there's kind of like a headmaster kind of like office that was not free from any debauchery, but it's there.
Downstairs?
No,
Should we
Yeah,
go
that's-
upstairs then? Should we bring these upstairs? I know it's more dangerous, but it makes more sense for it to be upstairs.
I mean, if there's nobody in the monastery presently, I don't see how dangerous it is. We can do whatever you want. If you want to leave it down here, like you said, all we're trying to do is get them in a room.
Here's the thing that I am thinking of is when we eventually do this, we need to be here,
Yeah,
right?
we do need to be here.
We need to be here while they are here, and while Erid will also be here. Does that also imply that they will have to either dismantle the Erid guards out front, or sneak past them,
As we did.
as we did? So, I imagine they're a sneaky group of people that probably would just sneak past them. Okay, so now they come in, and if the book is in the basement and we jump them, there are only 2 points of entry into this basement. There is the tunnel and the stairs. And if we start a scuffle,
Which is
that is
what
going
we're
to
doing.
Yeah, that's gonna alert the Erid guards.
You
And
don't want to
so-
get third partied.
I don't want to get I don't want to get third parties, and I think that if we are in the basement, that provides the most amount of cover for us. So the alternative, as we're suggesting, is to put it upstairs in the headmaster's room. God knows how many holes there are in the monastery, and like there's just too many things to keep track of.
Yeah, you're right. They're pretty slippery, and we don't want to lose them. So trapping them in the basement is still probably the best idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's work on making some traps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. How are we gonna do that?
Roll for traps.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything you would have to have like proficiency in. So let's look at some tools.
We can just like honestly, even if we just stack all of those nice books kind of like on top of something.
A pillar of books.
Yeah.
For one book to rule them all.
Yep. Because that's where you would go to look. If you caught that out of the corner of your eye, you'd be like, it's probably in there somewhere. And as long as they're all in one place, doesn't matter.
Trying to think of what we would do to make traps. I think survival would be fine. I think that would be fine.
Okay.
So how many traps are we making? We're making a snare trap. We're making a get 'em trap.
Get 'em.
I don't know what that. I don't know if that has like
trap.
like a kind of like an axe swing beside a horizontal axe trap.
Yeah.
We can call it that for now.
Horizontal axe trap.
Get 'em.
Get 'em trap. What was the other one?
I don't remember a third one.
Oh God.
Okay, is there any way we can buy black powder in a semi-abundance?
I don't know about
Yeah,
abundance.
But we
I was
can
thinking
look.
Explosives would be really useful.
Something that we could. What about something that you could like set on fire? Like like a wall of fire.
Oil.
Oil would work. Web would work. You do know that the flame gems, the fire gems, do have explosive capabilities.
If only Kane didn't lose all those fucking gems in prison.
You know, there's also the fact that, like, are we expecting these traps to immediately kill them?
No.
No. So, like,
No.
as long as we are hidden and we know and we're waiting for them to go into that room, and then we just bah, 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 while they're in the room.
Right.
That will also add to killing them.
Right.
Okay. So you're trying to hurt them, so it's easier for you to kill them.
Yeah.
Also, the snaring will presumably
Immobilize.
give them a little less turns. They'll be caught up dealing with that. Hopefully. Sure, Val's
Even
just
if
gonna
all
see
it
it
does,
and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Even if all it does is make them go, okay, there's traps here. Good enough. That's all.
There's traps here. Disarm.
Yeah. Oh, there's traps
disarm.
here, and then you jump in, and you're like,
an arrow in the back of the head. Yeah.
yeah,
that's
there's
good.
traps here.
Yeah, there is. Wapow!
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess with this, just tell me what kind of traps you want. I'm not gonna be like, okay, let's go back to Burnwell. Let's go back to this, but we might, take some days into account. But really, what traps do you want in here?
I mean, if it is implied that we have time to go get supplies,
We
and
do
come
it.
back
Yeah,
here,
we do a fucking, what the hell is it called? A montage of us trapping. I think that's fair.
Yes.
I would
Then-
like to do a trap that I don't know, maybe does include fire or like smoke,
Smoke
like a
would be
smoke
good.
bomb.
I was thinking, are there any kind of things that are just like bombs, like a hand grenade? Do those things exist?
Artificer's
You know,
fire.
They would, yeah, maybe.
And it
You'd
only
still
does,
have
like, a
to like
little bit.
throw it.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's fine. Like, because I'm thinking, like, if they walk in there, then we throw in a smoke bomb, we throw in a hand grenade, and then boom,
The
boom, boom.
arid soldiers are like, what is happening in the basement?
What was that noise?
uh,
Must have
Must
been
have
the
been
rats.
rats.
Okay. So we want a fire trap.
We want the spring get 'em trap.
Spring get 'em.
spring get 'em.
Spring get 'em. Fire trap, like a oil trap, something, a smoke bomb.
I think smoke bomb.
Okay, so we want a smoke bomb. We want a spring get 'em. We want a snare.
Can I get a spring get 'em?
Can we procure a jar filled with oil?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Because I want to string that up above the book so that when she is then under it, I can fucking whip the jar and spill the oil on her so that she is then doused and ready to be ignited.
We are the traps.
You know, the other thing, instead of a hand grenade, like, you could just get a keg full of, like, it doesn't even have to be like a big keg, just like a small container of black powder.
Right.
And then just light it.
I don't think black powder exists though.
We have never encountered anything of
Yeah.
the sort.
Roll. Airsid and Narissa, you guys can roll history.
Oh my god, a natural 20.
What? Yeah, 16.
You know if there's anyone who has the capability to make some sort of like
Explosive.
granulated explosive, it'd be metal.
Like, hey, can we get like a shrapnel bomb? You ever heard of that before? Or did I just make it up?
If so, we should patent that.
Yeah,
and-
you know, we should start selling them for the upcoming war. I'm sure that's not a crime at all.
Oh man. Okay. So you guys what are you guys doing with this bomb? You guys just want to throw them? Like, what are you doing?
Could we hook it up, I guess, to go off?
I'm sure.
Well, the other thing is, like,
Don't you have fire arrows, Ersid?
yeah, I have fire arrows, so I could literally be
Just plant that
hidden
bitch in
the
that room with them.
Yeah. And then when they walk in there, I'm hidden, and there's no door, so I can just see. I would set it up in a way that I can see, like, I have eyeline on the barrel, and then I just shoot it with a fire arrow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Doable, DM?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Good.
I think that's really cool.
And then we just do the other traps normal.
These are the traps. We got spring get 'em. We got smoke. We got snare. We got oil. We have a bomb that is set to be shot. So we'll call that half a trap,
Okay,
and that's it.
I think that's enough traps.
Okay, and
That's
you
a lot
guys
of
are
traps.
just gonna hang out in this basement.
No, we gotta leave it for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think we
Leave.
can't hang out in this basement for months.
Fuck.
Well, so I'm trying to think.
We can periodically keep coming back to it.
So my snakes, when the time runs out, do they have to return to me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
How far away does your dragon gem have to be? Does it have range?
Oh, to talk to Sardior?
Yeah, what if you left Sardior here? And then
I ask Sardior.
That is a hard question. You can't be more than 100 feet away for 24 hours.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to keep coming back here. But we have to assume that, like, as time gets closer,
The more likely they're gonna.
the
be
more
to
likely
show.
they're gonna be here, yeah.
Okay.
We could always leave, like, because they're gonna return to you no matter where they're at. So you could always leave the snakes out, kind of like further, and tell them to watch. And if they see anyone,
What do you mean, like outside of the monastery?
yeah, like further down. Because by the time they get to the monastery, they're gonna start sneaking. But, you know, maybe as they're just walking up, they wouldn't be, so.
Where are we gonna
Right.
be in the meantime?
Tomomori, I believe.
Tomomori.
Momori. How close is Burnwell to? It was a day.
Yeah.
And how far is Tomomori? It doesn't matter. We're gonna teleport.
Yeah.
Can I travel to Burnwell and see if I can check in with Big Black as it approaches closer, and we're going back checking if they still haven't done it, and say, I don't know, give
If-
us a time frame of how long it has been that we've been going back and checking and it's not there, and they haven't showed. Going back, checking, going
Well,
back.
this
checking.
whole thing has taken, like, we'll just go ahead and call it a full ride to collect these materials and set them up. We're going to use standard trap checks. I can let you roll survival to see if we can bump up the stealth of your traps.
Okay. I can help Ersid.
You can help
Okay.
him. Okay.
I have survival. Come on, bump up the stealth.
Phew, good thing, because one of those was a 1. That's gonna be 24.
That's going to be 24. Okay. So a trap that would normally be a 15 is now an 18.
Okay.
Okay.
To detect.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will effectively give you a +3 to all of your traps and detection. Besides the hand grenade trap, that one is just there.
Yeah. Well, that would be like, oh, I've got to diffuse this. So
Well,
we can-
it's not like it's a fucking painted red barrel, right?
No,
Just
but
a barrel in the
it's
room.
just there. It's not
skull
like,
and crossbones.
it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hidden.
yeah.
You know, it's just there.
It's
Whether
just
they
an
know what
unassuming
it
barrel.
is, you're just making it look like a little barrel.
Yeah, it's just a barrel.
It's just a barrel. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll add that to some deduction there. Okay, how
Guys,
are
I'm
you
just,
getting
I'm
in?
just so worried that
Well,
they're like,
I'm
that-
not
that they're
a-
gonna show up and we're not there.
How are you getting into Burnwell, being surrounded by Arid's finest?
Fucking bastards.
Are you guys just gonna teleport in and like spend a day there?
Oh, because you're gonna check in with Big Black.
Yeah, I want to see if he'll give me an update on how far or how much longer it's going to take for them to get my fucking book.
Well, we could just wait outside the city, and then you can just
With the
walk
soldiers?
in there.
Yeah, but there's Arid occupying
Oh.
the fucking
They're not
kingdom.
occupying it.
Just
They
outside.
are outside the walls.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess we would just have to go in.
Like they're definitely blocking trade. Like the city's
Yeah,
getting
okay.
kinda- yeah.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to teleport.
Okay. You teleport. You try to find Big Black. If this is, let's see, depending on what I roll, I think I'll just be clear with you. If I roll under 30, you might be able to find him.
17.
They don't know where he is right now.
Son of a bitch. Some businessman.
Matthias can leave a message.
Whatever. Ask him when he's gonna get me my fucking book.
Got until the Silent Moon. The end of it, at least.
When is that? How much longer is that?
About 5 months from now.
Oh my fucking.
Yeah, no,
God.
it's a long time. That's why I said we kind of had time, so.
Okay.
But it sucks because it could be like, it's probably closer to the end of it when they'll do it, but.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It could be tomorrow though. You just don't know.
Fucking Matthias.
You know
So
what we should do? I say to the group.
What?
We need to, since it's still quite early on their contract, and we think that the longer we wait, the higher the chance of them attempting the mission. But we still have no idea when. It's just too uncertain. So, would it be possible that we could, in this time, where it is less likely they do it, so less likely that we miss them, in this time that we have, we go out and we try and find something that can communicate with us. A spell or a magical item that, like, maybe we could go to Tomomori and see if we can have someone come in there and we can sneak them in and they can cast alarm or one of those type of things.
Yeah. Some kind of magical alarm would be the best thing that we could do.
Or scry, or even just I mean, that's quite
Scrying on the
powerful-
location is actually, I think, possible, but
Right.
it would be hard to determine at what time to do so.
Yeah,
You can't just leave it up
No.
No.
indefinitely. Yeah.
No. There's very few things you can do that with.
Well, we could go back to Tomomori anyway, and I can ask Sadame if she's managed to scry on tragedy at all yet.
That would also be helpful.
Yeah. Let's do that then.
Yeah, and when we're there, we can ask around and see if anyone could help us.
The other thing that we could do is I could leave, like, I have 3 snakes. So, like, I could command the snake to go, and then when it needs to return... No, that doesn't work. Okay. We just go to Tomomori.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Maybe we get lucky.
Salome has yet to get a bead on the Midnight Carnival.
Salome, I appreciate greatly everything that you've done for us. Do you know of anyone that can cast a spell or would have any knowledge that would help us? We are waiting for a quarry to arrive at a location, and we don't know when they'll be there, but we need to be there at the same time that they are. Like, we need to monitor this location.
Guys, we have a special guest. It's my cat, Gentle. He decided to say what up. He likes to play D&D, and he's feeling bad, feeling left out.
Oh.
Yeah, keep him some company. Anyway, so you're asking Sadame if there's anything that she knows that she can put, like, any caster that can help with some sort of alarm, nigh permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no rules for making alarm permanent. The only spell I can think of that has a permanence is is teleportation circle, which takes a year.
Oof.
So I would allow a caster to make a roll to see, But like, let's say if they cast it for a week, they can maybe keep it there for a week.
If you put a magic sigil down for alarm, that
Has an 8-hour duration.
has an
Oh.
8-hour duration.
Wait, what about a glyph?
That would, is there a glyph of like alarm that will tell you?
Well, yeah, because can't you put a spell into a glyph?
It depends on the spell.
Would you
Let's
know if
see.
the glyph went off, maybe?
Well, that's what I'm thinking is like, if the glyph goes off, then it casts alarm.
Let's see. You can store a prepared spell of 3rd level or lower on an area. You can do that.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like the best. That's what we
Okay.
would need to do.
I don't think you guys know anyone.
Well, so then I will ask.
Yeah.
Well,
May.
okay. So they have to be at least. The only chance is that there's a 5th level bard at the very least there.
I know one of those.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So let's call that. I'll give you guys a 60-40 chance
Okay, come on.
that there's a 5th level bard. So if it is 40 or less, there will be one. And we'll just go ahead and say that they know the spell. Let's see. Let's use a different pair of die for your benefit. Different pair of dice, excuse me.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Let's go, please.
There is not.
Of course there's not. There never
56.
is. No! You know, we do know a lot of clerics. They just can't help us. Because they don't like us anymore.
Are there other places that we can find magical help?
You'd be venturing into new territory.
Yeah.
And that's gonna take 5 months, and then by the time we find the fucking person, it'll be too late, and they'll take this worthless book.
Here's an idea.
Okay.
We post up not too far outside of the monastery, and we create a little encampment. And that will be our living quarters.
Yes.
For-
Bye.
Oh, this sucks, yeah.
Look. You gotta do it
No.
to get your quarry.
We have to do this, apparently. Yeah, it sucks, but... Yeah.
We can even, like, you know, with my teleportation, like, if we need to leave.
I mean, yeah, we can go and come back as long as we're not spending too much time away from it. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do that then.
Are you guys just posting up on the cliff like you were before? Or like you gonna find a better, closer encampment?
Yeah, like, maybe if we can take some time to find a good spot, an outpost, so that we can see oncoming travelers that are approaching the monastery. And, like, we just take shifts, just, like, watching.
Oh my god. This sounds so fun.
Okay. This is your next 5 months.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's
Hey.
the characters doing it. I'm
Yeah.
me,
Dude,
so-
what are we doing anyways? We're waiting for a time skip anyways. This is what
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Why
kind of
we're
what we're
doing
doing. So, yeah, I guess.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
So, you know what? I'm gonna really work out. I'm like, hey, you good at working out?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
We could. Here's the thing. Okay, we can all like work on self betterment,
Yeah, we can-
self improvement while we're here.
Because
This is the
Ersid
Hyperborean
has,
chamber.
yeah, he has expertise in athletics, so I'm gonna try and get some better athletics going on.
Okay, so your goal is to get some better athletics. What is your goal, Ersid?
My goal would be to hone my. I want to get like really proficient, like fluent level speaking in sign language,
Okay.
and then also work on my shot. So like when I use sharpshooter, like if you're asking me what I would like to work on, I would love if sharpshooter could be more consistent. So really what that literally translates to is a higher to hit modifier.
I have some ideas for that. We'll see if you guys get it.
Okay.
Lucian.
I want to get into the monastery as much as possible in these next 5 months and see if there's anything left that might lead me to reestablishing this belief, learning more than I could have since they all died.
Okay.
And I didn't get everything I needed.
That reminds me. While we're spending this time, we can go on like little like excursions like into the monastery and maybe like map out the tunnels more fully. And like have a map of the tunnels. Like if we have 5 months, like we can develop this map and see truly where these tunnels go.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so one thing you guys notice in this amount of time is that the Arid soldiers are stationed roughly once a ride.
That's how often they switch.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
They prefer to stay outside. They think it's kind of gross in there. Magic and all.
Yeah. Super icky.
So how I'm going to run this is we got 5 months left. Your first month, there's a 20% chance that the Midnight Carnival will show up. Every single month, I will go up by 10%.
Okay. They just show up on the first one.
Imagine. I'd be pissed. There's not a bard at a 60% chance, but these motherfuckers show up right now.
Okay.
And I'm never using my teleportation because we always have to be ready to just teleport into the basement.
Okay. First month goes by. This month would be not the mischievous moon. What's the month after that? I got it. The courtship moon passes.
Did I get any?
Everyone, yeah, make a roll. So Lucian, make an investigation check. Narissa, make a athletics check, and Ersid, go ahead and just make an attack check.
19. But did I get anything back on those letters?
Not when you went to Tomomori that time, no.
Okay.
If you guys are going to keep going back.
We are going to have to go back so I can at least establish if I'm going to get letters to have the bird bring them to us.
Oh,
Yeah.
We would change the route
Yeah.
for the bird before we do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Lucian.
14.
Okay. Ersid.
18.
Okay. You guys are feeling pretty positive about your guys' efforts. Moving on to the courtship moon. 30% chance.
I like this. I like this.
Deciding if you guys get time to put some training in or not. Go ahead and roll me all a d20. Investigation, athletics.
And attack.
Yes, please.
Oof, not great.
Natural 20, 21.
I got another 18.
9.
Did you roll your d4?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I rolled really, really bad.
Okay.
Without advantage, I ain't shit. Wait, can I rage during them to get advantage?
That feels weird. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to. So go ahead.
I feel like you're pushing
No,
yourself.
you can't roll the d4 again.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
part of the advantage.
16.
Okay.
It's a little better.
I feel like Narissa would rage during training.
I'm not against it. It feels weird. It feels a little gamey. Is
Sure.
it entirely wrong? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys actively searching for the carnival or using your passives?
I think
we should be actively.
I think we're pretty actively looking.
Let's
Like,
see
we
some
take-
perception checks.
we take like watches. Just one person of the four of us at a time.
13.
16.
23.
Lower than my passive.
23. Okay. I want to make sure I'm doing my math right. Okay, cool.
Time is ticking.
Time is ticking.
We're all just on top of this.
My beard
Rocky.
is getting really long.
Huh? Your
My
beard is getting really long.
Getting longer.
Yeah. I don't have bangs anymore. They've grown out.
I look still
Alright.
dirty.
Okay. I'm only gonna roll one die with advantage here. Do you guys check occasionally into the monastery?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's going in
Yeah,
all
I've
the
been
time.
going in.
You
Yeah, I
keep
know.
going in,
Constantly.
and so you check. You check near the end of the courtship moon and find that the book has been replaced with a note. And all that's there is a picture of a jester.
You bastard.
Hey.
I will not give you insight into the
No,
roles.
that's good. She left us something of hers. We can scry on her now.
Wow.
I'm fucking pissed still.
I know, I'm pissed too, but
Oh, God damn it.
That was at the end?
Yes.
of this month, whichever one it was.
Okay, hold up. They
So
would be
that-
smart
so-
enough to know that, though.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
No, they wouldn't leave a calling card.
Ah,
They
you
would-
said it. You
No, I
said
did
it.
say
You
that,
said
but
it.
I can retcon that because they would be smart enough to know that. They're like mastermind criminals.
So you're telling me, just so that I get this straight,
Yes.
and it's fine. I just want to understand.
Okay.
They slipped past our sentry,
I will
You
let
got-
you know.
in and out,
I
without
will
us
not.
even knowing.
I will not give you numbers, but I'm happy to say every single roll between stealth and perception was well over 20.
Okay.
I have numbers written here.
No, if that's what it is.
I'm
then
asking
these
at
guys
the
are-
end.
I'm asking
These
at
guys
the end
are
of the
good.
campaign.
You're gonna you guys want to know? You want to know now?
No, I want to know
Okay.
at the
They
end
beat
of the
in
campaign.
23.
Because if you don't believe me, I
No,
will.
I-
No, I believe you
I believe
wholeheartedly.
you. I believe you. I just wanted to understand that, like, that's the only way that this happened. is
Not
that
only
they-
that, I'll tell you this: I do not do group stealth checks in this campaign.
All right.
Fuckers.
So did they leave something?
It would probably be dissolving on touch. I just feel like that's wrong. They would know.
So,
They would
give
know.
us something, please.
They would know.
So I don't care.
They would know. I just don't think that's right.
Did they disarm the traps?
No.
They just fucking snuck around those shits.
Yeah.
I just think to myself,
I hate them.
these fucking adventurers that I'm with suck.
Okay.
So I guess I dissolve the card when I try and pick it up to bring them back what little hope I assume they would want. And it dissolves, and then I'll just head back to them.
Okay.
Bad news, guys.
It always is.
Okay. New plan.
New plan what?
We go into Burnwell, and we take Big Black, and we have him hostage.
Honestly? Fuck him, right?
Now you're speaking my language.
And I kick the burnt out fire that has been burning for 3 months
More like 2, but yeah, for real.
or 2, whatever it is, and I kick it, and I pull out my teleportation device.
Look, let's go back to Tomomori first. See if there's been any correspondence. And
Actually,
then-
I feel like Anderson is like really mad.
No, I'm
like,
really mad. I'm heated. That's why we can't do this
he's
right
like-
now.
he's like
Because I am
yelling,
pissed.
he's
Because that's why
punching
we
the
can't do it. Look, if anyone knows anything about rage, it's me, Ersid. I am just as mad as you. But if we do this now, we're gonna get cocky and it's just gonna get worse. Let's
And I
go
just see-
let's go to Tomomori and talk this out and see what we can do. Because we can't keep letting them get the better of us.
And I just yell out as loud as possible in anger. And I yeah.
Sad.
Okay.
Okay. With your guys' roles, I am willing to say that in 2 months of time, Ersid, you are now proficient in sign language.
Cool.
And with your attack rolls, your sharpshooter is now augmented. You
Okay.
can take a range of a -1 to a -5. If you do a -1, you only get a +5 to damage. If you do a -5, you get a +10. So your increments go up from there, depending on how much of a setback you're trying to use.
So if I take a -1 to hit, I get a +5 to damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I take a -2, then it would be
6.
Yes.
and then 7, and then 8, and then 10. It would have to be 10 at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I could do a +6 if you want that. +1, -1 would equal +6. That way the math doesn't have to make any weird jumps.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Awesome. I think I'd be comfortable with that. That way you can have some range and I'm not giving you something stronger than sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Lucian, you're trying to find a way to reinstate the Tystragar, like, not necessarily the bloodline, but this sort of school of monster hunting. I would say you find manuals that go over this information, that talk all about kind of like how the Tystragars would hunt the fiends. You can't find any information on the Dreamers. Even when you look, if the information would mention the dreamers, whether by name or by like unit. You notice that if they're not referred to as the dreamers or by name, it's blurry. It's almost redacted.
Okay.
And with that, you would earn the inspiring leader feat.
Okay.
Narissa, with all of your training, which I would consider well done, and with Airsid's help, you now have the athlete feat.
Ooh, what's that?
I gotta look. I don't know. It's
Increase
like
your strength score.
Hmm.
That's good.
Where would it be?
When you're prone, standing up uses only 5 feet of movement.
Climbing doesn't cost you extra movement, and you can make a running long jump or a running high jump after moving only 5 feet rather than 10. So your strength score goes up. You get back to Tomomori. The letters from Tomomori. Let's see. I think in that time, whether they went to the field by the monastery or to Tomomori themselves, I would argue. Okay, remind me the contents of the letter to King Iltar.
I was just like, what are the tensions like between Burnwell and Arid? Have you come to any new, come into any new information? Are you planning on, staying in Weisgard? I just kind of want to know, the vibe.
King
Yeah, because we are
Iltar.
kind of
Go ahead.
we're kind of cut off to the political.
Happenings.
Yeah, unless
happenings.
someone tells us.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say that King Iltar is, in a way, being forced to stay in Weisgard, as Lucia Denise, who you guys met a servant of during your cavorting, setting up the black metal barrel, she is claiming the crown seat as true heir of Burnwell, being backed by Arid.
Okay, her name is what again?
Lucia Denise. She's the Baroness of Jerugal, the agricultural capital of Burnwell. She is your wine connect. And Sallow responds, he will be in Tomomori by the end of the fungal moon,
Fungus moon.
with an entourage, of course.
Okay. What month is it right now?
Courtship moon.
All right, we go back to Tomomori. Mad. we gotta
think
blow
that's-
off some
Oh,
steam.
yeah. So we gotta take a shower too.
Yeah, we're gross, I'm sure. Take a bath.
I'm sure there's waters to bathe in Tomomori.
Yeah, I'm sure we were doing some minimal hygiene. So, what do we do? Do you want to talk to someone in Tomomori, or are we just kind
don't know.
of resting?
I think we're just kind of
'cause-
figuring out, what the next.
Okay, so then, Narissa, I want to go and kidnap Big Black.
Okay, but
How do you
how?
feel about this?
Look, I don't like that guy. I do want to kill him. I really do. I just
Okay.
don't know how, we can, and look. What does teleport say? You can't teleport an unwilling creature, can you?
They have to make a save.
What does this say?
Your spell save.
Because, if we could nab him and just teleport him somewhere, Boom bang, that's the deal. However,
What if they're unconscious?
I don't think that stops them from being unwilling, but I don't think you can make a save whilst unconscious.
I think he would just fail it.
So then,
So we beat his ass. Hopefully.
But he would have to be alone, and we'd have to catch him somewhere that's not the Black Metal Barrel. Because
So-
all of this comes back on the people in the Black Metal Barrel, and that's the problem.
No, I don't think you can do an unwilling creature. I'm looking right now and I don't see anything that says so.
okay, but we can kidnap him the old-fashioned way.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Can we kidnap him the old-fashioned way?
Grab his
We
ass, hold him
can.
tight, and tie him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then how do we get him out of the city?
There's many ways.
Sure.
Here's the thing. Okay. Here, I've already got it all worked out.
Okay.
So, I mean, some planning needs to happen,
Sure.
but we would need to find a area that we could lure him in and apprehend him unperturbed by outsiders. Then, once he is subdued, we could knock him unconscious. And then me and Nerissa and Owasso can teleport out because we can't be seen in the city. Oh fuck, there's Arid.
Yeah, they're outside. That's the problem we're running into.
Is there any way in or out of the city? I feel like we would know.
You guys have never tried to use like the sewer systems or anything of Burnwell.
Take him
Like
through
you
the
guys haven't
sewer.
set up any type of secret evacuation point within Burnwell, so I don't know why you would know. You could do some research if you could go
We
into
could-
Burnwell, but I don't know if that's something you guys would just know where
No.
that is. You can assume that it's possible.
Well, if it's possible that there is a way in or out of the city, similar to these tunnels that were in under the monastery, then we could get out of the city that way.
Sure, nothing's impossible.
And then what?
Can-
Where do we bring him? What do we say? We've got you. We won't let you go until you tell us where the carnival is.
Yeah.
Wassa's
Yeah.
pretending to shake an invisible body down.
Like, maybe. I'm just worried what he'll do if we let him live.
Oh, he's not gonna live.
Oh, okay, we're gonna kill him
Like
for
he,
sure.
he will die eventually. So here's an idea. We could leave a sending stone where Big Black stays, and we could leave a note, and we could take Big Black somewhere, because how else are they going to be able to communicate with each other? Because we need to be able to communicate with the Midnight Carnival.
If
Quick.
only there was something we had that he really, really wanted. Because, I mean, no honor amongst thieves. Maybe he would just give them up if we had something.
Mm.
I just don't know if...
We have a dragon sword.
We also know where the other orb is.
I think he does too.
I was gonna say, he
I'm
probably
gonna be
does
real with you.
also.
Yeah.
But what could...
Quick question. I'm sure the answer is yes. Has Kane been stuck in anti-magic shackles the whole time that he is in the mines?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick.
Poor guy.
Look, man,
I just don't like. I don't know if this is a good plan. We are kind of.
I'm open to alternatives, but they
No,
seem to be
The
in
problem
short supply.
is that we are without the one person that could really help us do this thing. It's just us, Ersid, you and me and this new guy, and it seems that all we are really good at is hitting things very hard. So we're devolving back into our plan of maybe we should hit very hard. And you know what? Maybe we
sneaky.
should. But-
Lots of pats Lucian on the shoulder.
I pat her on the head.
Okay.
Maybe we should stick to what we're good at, which is beating the shit out of people.
It is what we're gonna. Unfortunately, that is our lot. So let's say, okay, we teleport into Burnwell and we wait for Big Black.
He has to give me my book.
So you
Yeah.
take the book. He's going to ask for payment. You say, "Yeah,
I've
it's
got
up.
the rest of it.
It's upstairs."
Got the rest of it right up here, because I wouldn't keep that amount of gold on me.
Exactly. You wouldn't. That's a shit ton. So you say, "I've got it. Yeah, just come with me." We're lying in wait, I guess, and we hit him as hard as we can, as fast as we can. Are you sure we can't teleport an unconscious body out? I feel like we can.
And
I mean, it's a willing creature. No unwilling creatures, no saves.
okay.
And he's unconscious, not a corpse, so he's not an object.
We kill him, we revivify him, we kill him again.
Do you have?
I do have a
Revivify?
revivify scroll.
Wait! We could do that. We could do that. He wouldn't be an unwilling creature. He would be
He'd be dead.
And then we teleport with him, and then we revive him.
Man, I don't.
It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy,
That
don't
is a
hate
pretty
Might work.
I don't hate this plan.
but like it's kind of a good plan.
It is kind of a good plan, actually.
Like genuinely, because then we're not. Look, he's just out of that. We've got him. As long as we get him, like we have to get him. We really do. But if we can kill him, like all of us just turn on him, we get him, he dies. We teleport back to like Tomomori, revivify him, Zone of Truth, and we just make him tell us where they are.
Oh my god.
It's the
Okay.
most fucked up thing.
I mean, I like the plan.
Wait, okay, this is a good plan.
Narissa's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Got something to say, Gentle? I think it's a good plan, bud. I think
Like it?
Hey, the DM said it's a good plan, so
Ooh.
I think that's a
Because
blessing.
it is kind of a good plan.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Okay, I'll rephrase. I think it's an interesting plan.
Okay. I think it has potential.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
no, not
well-
both of them.
Look, we got felines here. Welcome to they're here for the 50th show.
Then
Okay, I like this plan. It's kind of good.
then why don't we go to Burnwell and see how it's really gonna go? Because if he's not alone or he doesn't want to be alone, it's gonna change things.
Yeah.
Are
that
you
is good.
willing?
That is-
Are you willing to go into the city after he leaves the barrel and fuck him up there?
Also,
In the city?
understand, I think this is clear information. No one has ever seen Big Black alone.
Oh, bud. You're getting caught on everything.
See, there's a reason we don't have them here.
I didn't let him
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying, like, this is proof. I'm sorry, viewers. I'd love you to see our cute cats all the
Oh
time,
my god.
but they're menaces.
So wait, Riley, what's your question?
Yeah, like he's not gonna be
He's
alone.
not gonna be alone.
However, it just depends on how quick we can do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we would have to try our best to. We're gonna have to work on disguising ourselves as best we can. We do look different. We haven't been seen in all of this new.
Stuff, and then we
Yeah,
can also
stuff, but if-
wear disguises to our best of our abilities.
Yeah. You know what? And she'll pull a bunch of her hair and kind of like twist it up, slice it off. So it's more like kind of like boob length.
Jeez.
Wow.
And just it's too noticeable. I'll tie it up.
Okay. Well,
So what do we think about this? We are in the black metal barrel, and we ask him to parlay in the black metal barrel. I think that getting him to go upstairs might be a bit of a tall order. But if we have the cooperation with Metal and what's his name?
Oliver?
Oliver. You know, like, we just make sure that the black metal barrel is closed, like not operating for business. And then when they come in there, you are there, and then we shut the door, and then do it
and then fuck them up in the
And then fuck
in the
'em up.
lobby.
in the lobby.
Yeah.
It might just have to be done that way. We have to tell Marco and his family to leave.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They should go. I think Metal and Oliver might be able to handle themselves, but as long as we do our best to disguise ourselves, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I think this is the best thing we can do, but no matter what,
And then Ersa gets real serious
it's dangerous.
because there's just one thing. I'm not just gonna let Kane sit in that prison forever.
I know, but it's gonna be a while, even if we do this before he gets out. Just because even if we go across this whole country, and we kill the carnival, and we kill Big Black, and we stop a good portion of the corruption in Burnwell, and we bring back this orb, and we stop the Raskavan, we're gonna have to kill every dragon.
Fine, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
This is the first one, so...
You can't cross the second bridge until you've crossed the first.
So we tell our friends at the Black Metal Barrel nothing. Until it happens, then it's not their fault.
Right.
They didn't know about it.
Right.
Hopefully, they know to run. Or something. But with prior information, it would for sure get them killed.
Okay, well, I think we have to act relatively quickly. I assume that Big Black would want to be returning the book, or like giving the book to Lucian to collect his money soon.
What month is it?
It's the courtship moon. We can jump to the fungal moon
I don't know.
because you still gotta talk to Sallow.
Yeah, I know. Let me see when that is, because I don't understand the months just out the top of my head.
You're in the 8th month.
Yeah, that's only a month if we just wanted to wait. Or not even a full month. I don't know, it's hard to say. If we just want to wait a little bit.
I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably. Let's just wait, and then we'll go after that, so we can fucking, I don't know, work on our disguises? Can we work on some disguises? Because last time we were doing pretty bad, but like if we have some time.
I mean, I would give you advantage.
Okay.
All
Alright, guys.
Okay, so take some. Both of you can roll advantage if you have a disguise kit. Add your proficiency.
Okay,
Let's
good.
not roll any. I mean, you're making disguises, so you might need to use Dex.
22.
Okay.
So this disguise self.
Oh yeah, you have the spell.
Yeah.
So it's just
I'll
me that
just-
really needs to work on it.
If you want to use the spell, you're free to use the spell.
Yeah, I'll use the spell when the time comes.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's just working on making sure that her hair gets all tucked up underneath, and she'll like cover it with some kind of like fabric so that you can't see the blue at all. I'll take the tattoo and move it down over the scales to cover
Okay.
them.
As best you can.
Yeah, as best I can. Just work on that kind of thing.
I mean, that's probably either just a lot of clothing or a lot of makeup, which you
Yeah.
won't be able to apply until.
Yeah. So that'll be for then, but working on it.
Okay.
Making sure she knows when the time comes what to cover.
Oh boy.
She's like, this is stupid. This is so dumb.
I like when you guys make crazy decisions.
Going crazy.
You're entering a waning moon as you get to the end of the fungal moon. As Sallow shows up with a platoon of Queen's Guard soldiers. They ask around. They finally find you. And you can see in Sallow's eyes, it's almost as if he wants to be happy to see you. But his loyalty to the crown and to his station forbid him from being as forthwith with you. As he stands, arms folded, his soldiers at attention. You cut your hair.
I have to. It's too noticeable.
There's a lot that you and your friends go through to get things done, then.
Maybe too much.
So what is this business that is too much for you to write?
And she'll tell him about, like, oh, we went up into the Black Bark Tangle. There's a bunch of Raskavan up there that are, like, creating fiends from people. And they have discovered the Twilight Veil door. And they know, like, they think that's where the white orb is. And they asked us to help them. But we told them no. And now they're mad.
And Grant steps up from the soldiers and takes notes, scribes this all down. You can see Sal thinking pensively. So, it's real. Or so they think.
So they say. I don't really see why they would lie. If they think that's where their orb is, that's where they're going to try and enter to get it. But the giants we met in the Black Bark Tangle just made it sound like it was a prison.
That's what's told to us. And you have a key.
She'll pull it out.
He'll hold his hand out. I assume you understand. This is property of the church.
Don't say I never did anything for you.
If only this was enough to clear your name.
Too bad.
So we find the Church of the Fields, and that will help you get entry into the Twilight Vale. Is that correct?
Maybe. I can't really be sure.
And I can't be sure. We can let you know where the church is. It is sanctified, hallowed ground under Arthia's eye. You are exiles under hers.
For now. Hopefully not forever.
If there's one thing you can do for us, clear your name.
Working on it.
I know. So, and he's kind of like staring at the ground. Is that it then?
Is that it? Is that all we have to talk about?
I don't know this guy.
I don't fucking know.
Honestly, just getting drunk in Tomomori.
That's fair.
Hanging out with the elves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Wood elf drink is superb. Good meads, good wines.
Nice. I'm trying it all.
Oh, they got it all.
They've got it all. Man, I don't know. Ersid?
I don't have any real questions for him.
Just if there's anything else to tell him. Oh. The ghost of Nertar lives inside Ersid. We promised to help him, or Ersid did. And when we met with the wood giants in the Blackbark Tangle, he came out and told them to go find the dragon that's living in his castle at the moor. So they might be killing it at some point.
You make this sound like a problem.
No, I'm just saying. I don't really care about that dragon. It wanted to take our heads the last time we spoke to it, so.
And Sallow looks at you, Ersid. Understand, you've been blessed. It is not often the ghost of a giant even speaks to someone, let alone takes them as a vessel.
I'm honored.
Is that true?
Not really.
Okay, and he can sense the sarcasm on your tongue. And
But I do care to restore his home to what it once was. I just wish he had asked before inhabiting my body.
I would like to say that beggars can't be choosers. But,
It's funny because it sounds like he's begging me.
that's exactly what I was about to say. He's both begging and choosing, so let us not stand here.
Right.
I do have a question though. What's it like? What's going on? How's Weisgard? How are you guys carrying on?
It's different. The threat of death looms less heavily over the city now that Nyatus is dead. If it were up to me,
Good.
I would not see you all discounted as such. But I am not the law. Darmol is being refined to be a home for the sick and disabled.
Well, that's good.
Well, good. So we did something. So it seems.
There's a lot that has happened. Whether we can. I will thank you for that. For I do not believe the Skelkin would have helped were there no issue, per se. I am currently working on legislation that will allow them to free themselves, done enough work.
We're moving from like slavery to like indentured servitude, which I guess is a step.
So, things are changing, yet the city still has been raised, and it will be long before Weisgard can once carry the pride it did before the night of the Umbral Choir, of the Cloud Chorus.
Whatever, all these singing things.
Yeah, there's a lot of singing going on. Dragons sing, wizards sing, clerics sing,
Yeah,
everybody's
everyone's
singing. So, we will see how far that goes.
Still plenty of work to be done everywhere.
King Iltar is stationed in the palace comfortably, but this situation wears on him. He fears the people may turn on him, an absent king claimed to be false, all under the gaze of a very fit military. Whether they believe it or not, a heavy hammer is quite good at persuading the community.
Well, then we need to get a march on.
March fast and march strong.
That's all we can do. We'll get it done.
I pray to Althea you will. So, we will take our leave.
Be safe.
And he nods, and you can see a sense of longing in his eyes, a sorrow that cannot be matched as he chooses, unfortunately, to neglect your touch. As the squadron takes its leave from Tomomori, you find yourself nested in the Redolent Wood, ready to smear red across Burnwell. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for playing. We will be off July 3rd, but we'll be back on the 10th. So hang out, follow us, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy your night.
Well, that was something.
Yeah.